Can I get 100 burgers? It's for the homeless. Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know what that powder was the man in the park gave me, but I like it. Extremely hot soup, daring you to eat it. Sharing is caring. Who the hell is Jeff? World's nuclear arsenals. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable him having at least a nuke. Aren't eggs by definition weaker chicken? They are so weak they're liquid. It's because you never fought an egg. Just a jacked egg. The dishwasher unsillied my straw. Day of the Dead drones in Mexico City. Every time a cat sucks my finger, it sucks away one of my precious memories. Now I can't even remember my mother's face. Oh, but your cat does. The memories are all transferred into your cat's brain. Egos implies the existence of offline, physical girls. This is disinformation. Blob, the average Twitter user. Meet the Blob, a creature that has almost 720 sexes, but no brain. This woman teleports behind you and snaps your spine like a toothpick. I get to die of old age, you don't. Cat given human face mask with eye holes to protect from the virus. The T-Rex wearing a Christmas jumper at the Natural History Museum is a wonderful thing. The eclipse gave me an incomprehensible power, so if any of you try to test me, I advise you don't. No community note, it must be real. I got this ad for baby monitors. Infant detected. I'm a furry and I live in Poland. We exist. Not for long. Why are there so many furries in Poland? Serious question. You need to believe me when I tell you that Elmo with the Chaos Emeralds came to me in a dream. My little scrunkly. I slept with him and had the longest nightmare of my life. If you're British, this is the key you've been training for all of your life. The final bosses of queues. Skibbity Kid, internet's biggest fear. Camera flash on a spider web. No, that spider is about to explode. It's a new species, the Drip Brothers. When together, anyone within a 3 radius of them dropped their weapons and put into a trance-like state, staring at the brothers while saying, sheesh. Cerberus, but it's a swan. Finally, a Hellguardian that's actually scary. Honk, honk, honk. He has no bones, he has no face. This Kong comes from the depths of space. It's got a whale's body as its head. That reminds me of the time I stayed at a hotel for Disney, and the housekeeper did this. Michael, he has an absolute terror field. He makes rainbows and is protected by light itself. Did you guys know that an ostrich can kick the hell out of a lion? So hard, the lion dies right there. That's a crazy huge giraffe bird that can drop kick a 400-pound cat and end it. Homie can run 40 miles per hour too. What are you gonna do if you got Extendo Chicken running at you like he's a 2004 Jeep Wrangler? Just to pull up and Chuck Norris roundhouse you. It's over. We need battle ostriches. Not my type. Okay, and so delete it. And she listened. What type of magic is Dylan doing to her? Pope Francis presides over a moment of prayer in the middle of an empty St. Peter's Square. I know a boss fight when I see one. A spider mimicking an ant by holding its front legs as an antenna. How do you do, fellow ants? 7 billion people, 14 billion butts. A slight calculative error was made. But George. Are you implying there's a human named Butt George who possesses 7 billion butts? That's terrifying. Final boss. Oh, you're a stoner? Name every stone then. I thought he was a senator. For a second, I didn't realize it meant high, as in a stoner. I thought high geologist was like a rank of geologist or something, and he was insulted you would challenge him to naming stones. Great post, everyone. Me. I'm not scared of the dark. Also me, want to hear the smallest sound. What cockatiels think they look like when they're mad versus what they actually look like. I like their cheeks. I corrupted Brawl and it removed Wario's teeth. What'd that mouth do? When you defeat every pumpkin patch and you have to face the final boss, it is well known that Daisy's trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee has an eye hidden at the back of her head. The eye texture is actually tiled across the entirety of her head, and the developers made the copies invisible, missing one in the back. Below, all eyes are made visible. No one can do anything behind her back. I think frogs are the best animals because they go boing and ribbit. I can go boing and ribbit though. These pictures are unbelievable. He looks like a dictator giving an evil speech. How can you improve without evolving your mind and body? Some say I am not a classic ninja. I'm just a guy in a costume, inventor of what is known as aggravated assault. Your character at the end, when you take the evil and good routes respectively. You are what you eat. Unhealthy choices versus healthy. Where did you acquire a hellhound? Fetch me their souls, our dog. This photograph gives the impression that the bear hired the photographer. This photo is very weird because it looks like the bear doesn't really have a body. Looks very short. Chad, beater of women, master of women, slayer of women, predator of... Okay, what? Respecter of women, ice. One of them needs to be locked up. My girlfriend is like the square root of -100. A solid 10, but also imaginary. Cries in quadratic formula. Hiker accidentally triggers boss fight. Babe, can you finish the heart? Among Us. No, my culture is not your goddamn armor. Uncreepy's your pasta. This is a really cool drawing and cool showing the different perspectives of the way you can view this image. I must see the one on the right, not the thing on the left. Name this cut. Around the head. An evil Tom Holland doppelganger named Bob Netherlands. I know this isn't Instagram, but I felt cute. When you defeat all Zara employees and you have to face him in the final round, plastic surgery final boss. Pet fish committed credit card fraud on owner using a Nintendo Switch. What line do you think was crossed that drove him to war? The Black Plague. He was annoyed at humans. Some days you just need to cuddle a tarantula. Meet this sweetheart. Her name is Harriet. Listen, Bindi, not all of us can look into the multiple eyes of death and cuddle it, but you do you, honey. This is Igor. Every morning, Igor goes for a stroll through the nearby forest. Today, Igor found a Russian Army 9K330 for Tor, Sam's system abandoned in the forest. Now he owns a $20 million system. Congrats. Someone please update Wikipedia page. Current operators of Tor missile system. Igor with his new toy goes between Greece and Iran. Here you go. I'm checking if he's still there. He's not there. You removed Igor. Trucker Mike, the omnipresent and all-knowing. I'm God, I'm the devil, I'm the player. I'm the ref, I'm the dream, I'm the nightmare, I'm the lightning and the thunder. I'm life, I'm death, I'm everything. I'm Trucker Mike, and this is my Twitter. Gort. His name is Gort, and he's committed a lot of crimes. I absorb the pronouns of everyone I defeat in combat. My hair is pinker than you could ever imagine. My pronouns are he times 81, she times 74, they times 43, and any times 12. Soon, your pronouns will be none/none. Today, Goofus the peacock ended a mouse, and instead of eating it right away, decided to wander around the pasture, carrying it in his beak. The feral cats always appreciate dead rodent-based performance art, so they followed behind Goofus single file to make a very exciting dead rodent parade. At one point, Goofus stopped and put down his rodent, and one of the feral cats dared to sniff at it, and Goofus unleashed the most terrifying honk, something along the lines of, I will end you and everyone you love, and your bones will be forgotten on the frozen earth. When I snuff out the sun and sing the stars to darkness, I am the devourer and destroyer of all things. The feral cats, previously unaware that the death of the universe and end of all things is currently living as a peacock, ran off at about 50 miles an hour and hid under the barn for the rest of the day. They didn't even come out at milking time to beg for goat milk, which is a first. We probably should not have named the death of the universe and the end of all things Goofus actually. Kool-Aid Man weight, 11,000 pounds? So he weighs roughly as the same weight as an elephant. Damn, this dude's heavy. You think he could beat an elephant in a fight? Fun fact, bees like flowers, which means if you give a girl flowers and she likes them, she is a bunch of bees in disguise. Nice try, bee swarm. You're dumped. Dude, if my girl is a swarm of bees, I don't mind. That's free honey for the rest of my life. As long as the bees don't catch me cheating. Police warn locals not to approach man in Cookie Monster costume terrorizing seaside area. What was he doing? Assaulting people? Let's shoot him. Germa has breached containment. Germa's an SCP. She carries the universe. Karate wars with Mr. Miyoda. Wingull becomes exponentially better when you remove the wings. No beak. Meow. We can rebuild them. So they're like Gundam. Located at a bar in Shinjuku, Japan. There is a bathroom with a giant head located in front of the toilet. Activated by the pressure from the seat, the face sings a strange drunken tune and slowly moves towards you, making the room smaller and smaller until it kisses your knees. Lovely, I'd love to go here actually. Holy cow. Praise the cow. The boss when you fight him. The boss when you unlock him as a playable character. If Gomez's hamburger is 620 billion kilometers big, just imagine how big Gomez would be. The Cloud Queen, phase 1. How many phases are there? This is very cool. Not sure where that person came from though with the dog. The transplant was a success. Thank you for giving me one of your kidneys. No problem, man. With 3 kidneys, I'll be unstoppable. Wait, what? Your politics bore me. This looks like the Rizzler. Jack Black walks by couple, accidentally turns them into a distracted boyfriend meme. I need context to this, bro looks stressed out. Queen Rude, the screaming being you have to deal with. If you're bored on Valentine's Day, just go up to a random couple in a restaurant and yell, "Who the hell is she?" Behold, the chaddest Giga Chad. What the hell? After 2 months training my jaw, bro looks like he can drink peanut butter with a straw. This is Gunther, the young fox. Gunther was found yesterday in our office building. It is not yet known how he managed to get to the 6th floor without an ID card or an appointment, but he looks like a very good young fox gentleman. He's quite the fantastic fox. Guys, check this out. Profanity counter. Uh-oh, someone has been using stinky language. Oh, they reviewed all their posts. They've said, a certain word which begins with C and ends with M 130,000 times. Golf ball collector, 1920s. Tapus, the duct tape mummy. That font in that reply is clearly not the Twitter font, so here's what happened. After a few tearful nights, the dude finally constructed what he thought would have been the best response to her tweet, and created a meme. We got the font analyst here. That guy fonts. Only real men use sans. Is there a time limit for replying to tweets? I don't know if this is going to tweet, but I'm talking to my fridge. What the hell? My mum confiscated all of my electronics again. From LG Smart Refrigerator. Legstaligus. The legs of Legstaligus are the leggiest legs that have ever legged. Basketball 1. Ender of violence. Defender of people. If people violence doesn't end by this weekend, I'm going to have to get involved. I will destroy terrorists. Thank you, Linda. Linda Clark is doing us all a favor. We have to thank her in the comments. My 89-year-old grandmother, who was isolated at home in CT, just told me she reads the replies to my tweets and then investigates the profiles of people who leave rude replies. So don't be mean to me or my grandma will judge you. It's like Liam Neeson, but a grandma. Finally dated all 12 zodiac signs. I feel like Thanos, the ultimate Hatchimal, devourer of small people. I thought it would be a normal toy. Calvin the Bold, the unaddressable. Calvin, will you do the next problem, please? Calvin? Who? You! Calvin the Bold demands that he be addressed by his full title for any response. Back again, Calvin? Who? Kenshi, the laser artist. How do you get so good at art? Like, what do you use? You see, it's quite simple. I use my eyes. Yo, I got the same one.
Dude, I own this NFT. Do you really think you can get away with theft when you're showing what you stole from me directly to my face? My lawyers will make an easy job of this case.
Elon Musk, bringer of oxygen. Why is Mr. Beast just watching him? Bernie Sanders, I am the Senate. Like Little Doro, implying the existence of a bigger and legendary snack called Doro. What happened to him? I lowered his daily intake of microplastics. When you fight through all the tech support and have to face the final boss. Summoner has died. Returning to your world. You trusted me, and I failed you. Lockdown woman, hater of people, fan of lockdown. Bring back lockdown people. Why is that a he or a she? Why are they dressed like a grandma? Macho Pichu, the poke god of Incan religion. Intelligence 80, power 85, defense 73. I'm 100% not joking when I say that my gut reaction to this image is, this is a being of incredible power. I know that totally sounds like a joke I would make, but I'm legitimately scared and impressed, and in awe at this thing. I've just been informed that this creature's name is Zidon, which sounds like the name of an ancient and long forgotten deity, and sounds exactly like what this thing's name would be. Zidon loosely translates to wait. He waits. It's supposed to be a cute sculpture based on the idea of someone waiting for news at a hospital, but I much prefer to think of it as a manifestation of the unfathomably powerful will of some kind of slumbering chthonic entity. A lot of people seem to be liking this post with zero commentary other than tagging it #Zidon. I just want to inform everyone that every time you repeat his name like that, you bring us one step closer to the moment when he gets out of that chair and begins to systematically inhale the entire physical universe. Okay, everyone spam Zidon in the comments. I think we've had enough fun in this universe. Surreal grape, deadliest poisonous vegetable. The apple. I made Thanksgiving dinner and now the kids are crying and I'm not allowed to help anymore. Xeno frog, the frog that looks just like the alien in the movie. Cryptids of opposing powers. Who's winning in a fight? Actually, no, I don't want them to fight. I want them to be friends. Both come from different villages, different backgrounds. They have an alliance. The fat cats and the tall cats. They're both better at different things. The fat cat's defense is impenetrable, but the long cat is very quick. Polish man mistakes iron for telephone. Polish man lost in Sao Paulo's airport for 18 days. Polish man finds bullet in head 5 years after party. Damn. Polish man is really going for the title of craziest men in the world, currently held by Florida man. Polish man tried rafting to Australia. Polish man electrocuted while peeing. Polish man tries to bury wife alive. Polish man tries to rob bank with spoon. The tales and adventures of Polish man. We all know Furbies lay Orbeez eggs that worms on a string hatch from, but did you know that when Furbies escape captivity, it will revert back to its its feral long worm form in less than a year. I hope this clears things up. Sisyphus got tired. Live in a bad part of town. Work at grocery store. Always give hobos the food the store wants to throw out. On cold days, I make a big jug of coffee and hand it out to them. No one ever asks me for cash because they know I'm broke. I'm known as the sandwich man because I usually make sandwiches for them. Last year, got mugged walking back home. 5 seconds after being confronted, I hear, "Hey yo, get away from the sandwich man!" 4 or 5 homeless guys run to me from half a block away, yelling at the mugger to get away from me despite him having a knife. He ran off after they came and they chased after him. Follow, and there was like 10 of them gathered around and he was pinned to the ground. One called the police and they arrested the guy. Was told, "If anyone messes with you, sandwich man, we got your back." I basically have a street gang by giving away day-old sandwich meat and bread I'm told to throw in the trash. It's not just that. You don't need to give them anything, and you choose to be nice and kind and you do so. Thank you, sandwich man. Oh no, someone needs to stop this dog before it drinks all the water. Please help. I was watching a Schlatt video on my family TV and left the video paused while we went on vacation, and when we came back, the TV is $1,500 and our Schlatt is permanently burned onto it. Furby Tonk, the one who cannot die ruler of the Furby domain. The rapidly approaching scooting fox of demise. What are you up to? Downloading all the ominous songs I can find? Why? So that I can play them while riding on my scooter. Why? Because pedestrians on the bike path don't react to the bell. Why do I hear boss music? Sauntering speed. Block button my butt. I will reach into the screen and end the guy myself. Image. Google Street View at historical site in Rome. I sent this image to my mum on accident one time, and it led her to believe Spamton was some kind of mascot for divorce. One of her employees is getting a divorce soon, and she sent her this video, and now they both think Spamton is the divorce mascot. It keeps spreading. What are you doing if someone came to your wedding dressed like this? Guys, you're worried about the wrong person. Seen this before. Accidentally broke a mannequin foot. This picture is driving me nuts. Their face doesn't look real. It's a one-size skibbity toilet costume. Ah, midget kitty. No! Fun Scott fact. In every video thumbnail, Scott is always in front of the blue border. He's always been free. Oh, now that you say that, yeah. Maybe he's creating the illusion that we're all trapped, and he's not. He's pointing and laughing. This is the boss meme you have to fight after you've defeated all the other memes. Okay, is this the baby I have to fight because I've seen probably the most memes in the world? I think I'd lose. The tapeworm. When I eat hot sauce and super glue my butt shut. Now, you must hate yourself, which is okay, but there's things we can do about it which doesn't involve this. Shaggy, please, we gave you all the Scooby snacks we had. Silence, brother Frederick. A 5G horse, which is made out of 5G energy, has been appearing on our lawn and staring at our home. Worried for family. Not sure if vaccination helps against the 5G horse, but in order to keep Genghis Khan's burial a secret, all 2,000 people who attended his funeral were executed. The executioners were then killed by members of his escort, who eventually took their own lives. Okay, then why would I ever want to go to his burial? I work in a government-funded spider research lab at a top university, and we have this in our lab. In the 1500s, Mapuche warrior Galva Rhino had both hands cut off as punishment for defying the Spanish. He returned home, raised an army and fought the Spanish with blades tied to the stubs of his arms. The thief, stealer of memes, defender of women. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing the meme above. Not sure where defending women came from. Screw women, women unreal. Pasil, the controller and master of memes. 100 memes in one song. I might die watching that. I've already seen too many memes. If the comment below me is true, then we have to stop Golden Gully before he reaches 100% Kulfi. Once he reaches 100%, he will gain the power to turn anything into Kulfi. This is his 50th Kulfi video, meaning that he is now 50% Kulfi. The police in New Westminster are searching for the rightful owner of a wallet after a bizarre police chase involving a trio of raccoons. Mawmaw, fighter of gators, cooker of gumbo, stamps foot. I do not want a gumbo recipe from the New York Times. I want a gumbo recipe from an old woman named Mawmaw who can bare knuckle box an alligator while reciting the Holy Rosary in Cajun French. Trade offer. I receive 20 attack combos. You receive 1 straight sword attack once the combo ends. A 100 million year old spider with a scorpion's tail found in amber. The scientist who made the discovery. I must destroy the world and everything in it. The companies I admire primarily use the word growth as it relates to their people. When leaders put their people first, their people take care of the numbers. Boss versus leader. I was so totally not aware that people didn't know that being sorted into houses was a real thing in UK schools. It's not something made up just for the Harry Potter world. It's a real schooling system. I was in the St. George house at my school, and everyone had the same attitude to prefects as everyone in the Harry Potter Potter world did. How do you get the hat to talk? We had them in my high school here in Australia. And let me tell you, I wish we didn't. Oh, I hate the freaking prefects, man. What were prefects called? I forgot what they were called at my school. They were called prefects, at my primary school. Oh yeah, we had head boy and head girl. But I mean, if you're a head boy or head girl watching this video, good job. I'm always for supporting you guys.